Hi guys, here with Ben from Frankie Teardrop Dead. Hi Ben, how are you doing?
Hiya, dude. How's it going?
Yeah, good man. Thanks very much for being here. If you can just give us a bit of a background into Frankie Teardrop Dead.
Frankie Teardrop Dead, we've been a band for now, it's almost 9 years that it started. About 9 years, really. I mean, the birth of the idea is a bit older than that, but as a full band, we've been like, 9 years going, really. Um, we've had now 3 albums out. Uh, I've always been like working pretty much almost full time on it, but I work on triage and like I throw away loads of things and restart loads of things and uh, I'm pretty much always exploring what I can do next, really. So it's never really stopped for the past 9 years. I kind of slowed down maybe last year when we first moved to Manchester. The first year we kind of slowed down on like probably writing and we kept touring and all that, but um, yeah, it's been an ongoing thing for years, really. And I've thought about do different projects, but I don't want my projects to get lost in other projects, if you know what I mean. So we always kept it as Frankie Teardrop Dead. But we've had loads of different members in our band, people that were involved at the beginning and have been involved like 3 years later, and then 6 years down the line. So Frankie Teardrop Dead is pretty much like collective of people that have worked with me, and yeah, and that's what Frankie Teardrop Dead is, really influenced by all that psychedelic, um, from the Velvet Underground to Spaceman 3 to Brian Jonestown Massacre to The Cure to New Order to Blur to a bit of everything. Obviously, Suicide, that's where the name comes from. Um, that's pretty much how I started. I started like really minimalist, and then loads of people joined up, and we made different sort of music together, but it's ever changing. And for the last album that we're gonna release, it's a big change as well. But echoes of All You Need Is Love and Fucking Peace, really. On that album, we got one song with Michael singing, which was like the birth of all that idea, and a bit like drum machine and all that. Um, yeah, pretty much a collective of people making homemade music.
So you've got the new album coming out soon. When do you have a date for when it comes out?
No, not an exact date, but we've almost finished recording all the bits. It's not complete yet. They're gonna go. I'll do a pre-mix and then send it to our mate Jason Shaw. That has mixed our last album, and I loved working with him. And he recorded, I think, the last album as well. We recorded at home. That's funny because that album we recorded it twice. We recorded ourselves and then we recorded with Jason. It seems to be like a recurring thing. And the first album I recorded it twice and chose the first version of our recordings. Uh, our second album, same thing. I think we recorded twice, but then used the second version of our album. And how many albums have we done? Three. Yeah, and the third, same with Jason, re-recording all together at home with our gear and stuff. So yeah, our third was the question was about when was it released? When is it
Yeah.
gonna be released? Yeah, uh, probably September, October.
Cool.
Well, you never know with the pressing plot and all that, but after the summer, yeah, I want to finish up all the tracks we've done. I always record everything and listen to it again. I mean, we mix it and all that. Listen to it again, and sometimes there's one or two songs that pops and change and don't if you know, disappear because we thought maybe it wouldn't fit with the whole thing. So Yeah, roughly after the summer, I think it'll be finished.
And how's it been with COVID? Have you basically all been recording from your separate homes and then sending it to Jason to be mixed?
I've got loads of bits that I've recorded in different times. It's a bit of a patchwork on some songs. Some stuff we recorded in the studio back in London, some bits that we had. Work that I've never really finished or that I've just put on the back burner because it didn't fit with the rest of the music we had for the third album, for example. And so we've had bits, yeah, recorded from before, and this time we really transferred files from different members. Eric is our drummer is in Berlin at the moment. He's been living in Berlin for a while actually, and he's been recording the drum parts on an electric drum machine, which I think sounds really cool. I wanted to make almost like the bassy sound, all the stuff like pop up a bit, and with the electric drum kit is sounding really good with that. Um, I've had parts recorded from a bassist Luigi in London. He's done some bits in London, and we have Daniel on lead guitar has been coming and working here, and some bits that he recorded at home. So yeah, it hasn't been a problem really. It's been more like of a new exploration on how we could do, and I've kind of gotten into using the SPD sampler like drum pad. Eric's been using different drum generator pads as well, and electric drum kit, and some bits on normal drum kit. So there's a bit of everything really. So that's what COVID has done, is given us even less limits, because we used to just record all the bits like in normal instrument, like as in the drum is on the drum kit, and then we would add like some SPD stuff on top of it. But this time it's been like exclusively like a lot of DI, direct input, instead of a mic on the amp. Guitars are done like we used to do it. Vocals, that we were doing some vocals like actually at the minute on this song Fascination, which is something we wanted to release on the last album, and we thought it didn't fit with all the songs, so we just moved it and kept it. And I think this time it's gonna work with all the stuff we've been using. It's made it different, but not impossible and not difficult. I would say the only thing maybe is obviously having the people in the room, but um, it works. I'm excited to have them back in the room and record normal, but I'm excited as well of doing it this way just to see how it sounds like. We've always made music really to explore our capacity, not comparing to um, other people, if we could do like them, for example. No, it's always been what we could do, what Eric could do on the drums, he explores it. What Sofiane could do on the guitar, he explores it. It's always been like almost like unforced, natural thing. So doing it online like that with COVID, it's been alright. It's quite nice actually to not have like chain like slow chain smoking, like what doing like his guitar takes, and being in my house, you know what I mean? It's quite nice actually.
That you've supported Brian Jonestown Massacre. Just wondered if you can sort of let us know about that gig and how it was.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was really a great exposure. That's how we saw it. It was really great to see how they work together. Um, Obviously, loads of people warned us about him being a prick. I thought he was a normal lad, just excited about music. Uh, that was their last gig in Brighton, so it was like probably their exit tour. You know what I mean? Like it's really different when you go on tour. It's very different when you play the first gig, when you play your middle gigs, and you play your last gig. And the last gig must be so exhilarating, like must be so good to and try to end on a good note. Um, I don't know. It was really exciting. It was really good to like see how the professionals work, and someone that has influenced us a lot. Playing with them was really a great opportunity to expose our music. And obviously, I would have liked to get more really involved musically, as in recording with Anton, but that's a different story, isn't it? Than just playing a game. But no, a really easy experience compared to what people have warned us. Was really easy to get on with the guys in the band. It's probably the first time you hear that about them, no? Most people say right shit about them. About, oh, so much attitude. No, I thought it was normal conversation. We talked about plants that we were growing. We talked about really random stuff, random pub conversation, and seeing all the equipment and how the setup on stage. That was the thing that interested me really.
You've also toured quite a lot in Southeast Asia. How is it playing over there compared to sort of the UK and Europe?
I saw the interview you did with Jason, and it made me and obviously Carling want to go back. Really, it's
Hi,
very,
Cammy.
it's very different. It's very different. Like Jason said, it's like it's extreme there. It's like I think I got the right way to compare it because I've thought about it a lot, and to think what I thought it was more exciting around there. Here in the UK, you showcase your music, so you got a half an hour to showcase your best sort of thing. What would be your hit song, or the ones that would have radio play, or that the kids would like, or whatever, you know what I mean? That kind of vibe. Or like how cool you look on stage and all that. But in Southeast Asia is more how entertaining you are for like the next couple of hours on stage. It's quite a different vibe. They expect you to play. They're used to covers around there, so us coming with our original songs, they really loved it, which were a bit apprehensive about. You got to keep the audience excited. Some nights, because we played a lot there, it's probably like how it was back in the 50s, 60s in most countries. It's like you go from city to city, just try to entertain the people that either expats or locals mixed up together. Um, how are you gonna entertain them for the night? How are you gonna make them dance? Are you gonna if you're gonna make them sit down? If excite make the night more exciting. So we had to really think about how to start maybe with the slower songs and go with the most exciting song, most dancey song at the end. You know, it's a very different approach to music. It's more raw, as in it's about emotions rather than looks and appearances and how you present yourself. It's more how what people feel when you're on stage. We've had some nights obviously where because we played a lot and we thought we were gonna do half holiday and half playing, but we did pretty much 3/4 playing and a quarter of holidays. There's been some nights where I felt like I didn't want to chat in the microphone between the songs, and some nights where I was more excited. So obviously, there's some nights where we weren't that entertaining, and you realize it, and you feel it. It feels different. That's why it feels different. We played non-stop for like 3 hours, with no break because we were really excited about it, and also touring with the guys in the band in such a different environment is just brilliant. We started releasing some of the four first song of the album. It was supposed to be an EP at first because the lockdown was a bit longer than predicted. We thought why not stretch it out and put more songs onto it, and we made an LP. But our plans would be we're gonna have a complete different setup in the band because there's some songs that will have almost some songs will have two basses, some songs will have two keyboards. It's a very different exploration. So um, I want to rehearse that setup really for the next few months. I wanted to play it for you in July, but I think it'll be a bit too short notice to get everyone ready. But our plan is to play. We got some gigs coming up in October if everything goes according to plan with the bloody government. Um, we got in October with Happy Days that has been putting on gigs up north in Manchester and Liverpool as well. Yeah, shout out to Happy Days because they're really good guys. That he's putting on really nice, good gigs in nice venues. He's done a live. How do you call that? Live footage of a recording. You know, he's been setting up live sessions, which look really good, and the places they used to be really good, and so our plan is to play for them guys, for you, probably in October, bring on a really good different show from what we've been doing before. I want to make people dance. I think that's what touring in Southeast Asia got me, is because we've done more stage time and stage experience. I want to go on stage and make people dance now. And with our band, we used to be quite self-absorbed into that, you know, long guitar, shoegazy sound, and we really want to change that into something more dancey and more fun on stage for us and for the people, really. Less deep emotion and more exciting emotion, I say, more upbeat emotion, and so that's what that new album is all about. And I want to bring my Frenchness as well because I'm French, so I want to bring a bit of that. I've written a song in French and a lot of ideas. I want to bring something new to that album, and it's called Tais-toi et danse. So that's what it's gonna be about, I think, for what's coming this year. We release the album, then go on a few gigs, and then next year do probably 2022 to do a tour. Then uh, hopefully go back to Southeast Asia and do it there as well. And me and Carling have been talking a lot last year about going to China. Would be something we're looking forward to. We want to go out to China and take the risk and do it there, because it sounds like a bit what you got in Southeast Asia, but in a more Western way, in some way, maybe more advanced way.
Oh, cool.
I'm not sure that it's like that, but that's what I'm hoping.
Cool. Well, awesome. Thank you very much for talking to me today, Ben. Yeah,
No
great.
worries.
Thank you. Awesome. That was Ben from Frankie Teardrop Dead, guys.
Take it easy.